All right, we're here talking about projection, which, as you can see behind us, is this gorgeous light manipulation puzzle game. What can you tell us about it?
Well, it's a shadow puppet puzzle adventure game where you control a light source that the shadows it casts, you can actually climb on, walk on to create limitless platforms.
We also explore different shadow puppet culture within the game. So we look at Indonesia, China, Turkey, and England, and try and explore the stories that happen within there. And so we think it's a unique take on a culture that's not really been explored before.
What came first? Was it the desire to explore that culture and the shadow puppets, or was it the light manipulation mechanic and then you found a way to use that?
Yeah, so I used to play with the lights that were in my room. Like, I have a really low ceiling where I live. And so I thought it would be a cool idea to add physics to these shadows. So then in one game jam game, I just came up with a prototype, and then afterwards I showed it around. And then people got excited for it. So then I brought Yasha and Jared on board. Yeah. And so we were thinking about, like what you could do with these interesting shadow physics. And then a platformer came to mind because it was cool if you could walk on shadows. Then it came into shadow puppetry because that made sense. It had characters in it, and it's a thing that's not really been explored. And it's to do with light and shadows. And so we try and be very logical with how we go about this thing. We start off with a toy that's interesting to play with, and then build a game around that and do like things that make sense with our design choices.
Yeah, and because I was of Indonesian descent, so logically it was like Indonesian shadow puppets were the first thing that came to mind when I saw the thing. And then we kind of, like, short researching into it, you realize that there are a whole bunch of other cultures, so it's like an opportunity to not explore my own culture and have my parents care about the game as well, but also check out a whole bunch of others too.
Yeah, and on that note also, we decided to visit a shadow puppeteer, Richard Bradshaw, to make sure that we got everything right. And then he was suggesting to take it into the 4 cultures that I mentioned earlier, to look at like China and Turkey and so on, like that.
So one of the things you told me earlier too is it's a game that could potentially have speedrunning to it, but it's not a game that's really, I know a lot of people are into it, but it's not really a game where dexterity is your primary challenge.
Yeah, so like what we're after is a bit of an adventure, a place where you can explore the shadow puppet culture, but also it's filled with the challenge of going through these puzzles with interesting mechanics. But yes, you can speedrun it. You can run, jump, move the shadows at the same time, and things like that, if you want.
Yeah, depending on how like hardcore you want to go, yeah, like you can try and speedrun it. There are a lot of like really interesting tricks you can do, like trying to jump and then move the light at the same time. It's not easy. We've also got a fair few like really hard puzzles in there, so if you're feeling up for it, we got some really like some brain stretchers getting in there.
So you've been working on the game for a while. Is there a projected release date? Is there something you're aiming for here?
We're aiming for early 2019, so like February, March.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's been 3 years in development, so this will be 4 years. We were trying to release it a bit earlier this year, but we're just currently fixing the bugs, so 1 delay. We'll try and keep it just 1 at this rate, all right?
And if people want more information on the game, where can they go to get it?
So they can go to blowfishstudios.com/game/projection, or they can also go to shadowplaystudios.com.
Yeah, we also have a Steam page, so if you want to like check it out, wishlist it, you can keep updated there. We've also got a Twitter hashtag projection game for those of you who like Twitter. And yeah, just check it out. We post all our updates on there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. The game's great.
No problem.
Can't wait to play.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.